10, 20, radio. 10, 20, radio.
Welcome back to the Joe to Go show. My name is Joe Valek and I'm here with Hongxi Li for another very special interview. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, good. Working through the Easter holiday.
Busy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way we like it.
Shows you are hardworking. If you're working in a holiday.
we're in your beautiful studio space. Thank you for having us. Where are we exactly?
We're literally above the Angel stations. Yeah.
Central London.
Central London.
Beautiful.
Privilege.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Anytime. So let's start nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Where are you from?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do?
So my name is Hongxi, as Joe mentioned, and I'm born and raised in China, and I came to UK since I was 17 for my foundation educations in Cambridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 1 year in Cambridge. Ever since after that, I have been in London.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's been a good, I don't know, my math is terrible, but probably 7 years, something like that.
And what do you do?
I've been trying out different things ever since I graduated from Chelsea. So I have been a startup. I've been a startup owner running a little team to run a startup. And after my startup, I've been working in a corporate for very short period of time. And then, as you see, you saw my vlog before. So I've been trying to be an online influencer for very, very short amount of time. And now I'm an artist. Yes.
Thank you very much for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of things, lots of talent, I think.
A lot of talents that I tried before didn't work out though.
Well, you're a designer, an artist, UX and UI designer, ceramicist, vlogger, entrepreneur, performance artist, just to name a few, from Ximen in southeastern China and Xiamen, sorry. Your main focus at the moment is chair design and ceramics, as you can see scattered all over the beautiful table.
Yeah.
And you've got a number of series such as Bow, which is visualizing our uncomfortable relationships in society, and Fragility, which explores the brittleness of life by replacing the cushion with a nearly exploded balloon. Some people may be wondering though, how can you express these deep themes through a chair? So can you give us an insight into your approach to conveying these themes?
I like chair because it's very universal. Everyone have experience with chair, super common domestic objects. And for me, to have the word that interact with the audience is the most satisfying moment for me being an artist. So for me, I love to find a language that can communicate with everybody, and the chair allow me to. Yeah. And also I think the discomfort that I'm trying to express in my work are more mentally, emotionally kind of suffer and pain. But chair, because when you see a chair, your first reaction to this product or this domestic object is to sit on it. So when I make the chair uncomfortable, it directly allow people to associate, how can I sit in this chair? If I sit in it, it might be not comfortable. So chair is perfect medium or language to allow me to communicate this invisible discomfort that everyone carries in life, but into something physical, visual. Yeah. So that's why it's chair. Yeah.
Everyone knows a chair. Everyone has a chair.
Yeah.
Everyone sits on chair.
Yeah, and everyone associates with chair. Everyone has the experience with chair. So that's why chair work out very well for this project. Yeah.
Challenging perceptions. For sure.
Yeah, and also because my aesthetic, how I wanted the sculpture to be finished is very much manufactured product. So it's very challenging the line between art and design. Yeah, so functional objects, or it is art that should be placed in a gallery and or like white cube space. So yeah, I like it is in a very cheeky area, how people to define it. Yeah.
I think you answered the question very well there. Thank you very much.
That's the first question.
And this is functional. This is comfy.
This is functional, but then I'm making that into something unfunctional, which you see behind the camera there.
Nice. So your talents also extend into academic work.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you have a BA in Fine Art from University of Art London. You've got a Master's in Entrepreneurship from Goldsmiths.
Yeah.
However, Xiamen, Yingkai School is where it all began.
Yeah, that's my boarding school.
You actually designed and built a chair called High School Chair, which, again, just outside the shot.
Yeah.
It's not very comfortable. I did try it.
With the camera above, actually.
Yes, exactly. We're actually using it for the camera.
We're actually using the art as a functional object today.
Yeah, but it leaves the user with no choice but to get your head down and focus on the table or where your exam paper would be. A position that we're all familiar with, I think. Yeah, you continued to achieve academic greatness. So, how did your outlook to education change when you went to art school and started to work on things that were your passion as opposed to high school?
Well, for me, it was very, very different. I felt like my first experience with contemporary art really started in my foundation year. And that for me was like, wow, like a brand new door that opened to me. Because what I did about art in high school was just some technical drawings. We do pencil drawings, perspective, shadows, and we do color paintings like watercolor and acrylic. But it was all trained towards like technical drawing. And the reason I do that is because my academic exam is terrible. And if you choose to become like art student, you can get like discount on your big exams, and that's why I went to art class. So yeah, that's
me too.
That's how art started really for me. It just to get a discount in exam, because I didn't work out really well with the education system in China. It doesn't really work for me because they don't allow any kind of expression about yourself, or doesn't allow you to be yourself, to be individual. Everything has to be uniformed, following the structures.
Head down.
If you're out of it, they'll kick you out. So that's why I went to the boarding school, because my grandma trying so hard for me to go into the public school. So in China, it's actually reversed at that time. A lot of public school are top ranking, so you're trying to send your kids to the top ranking public school. And inside at the time, as a boarding school, are really the place for the kids are problematic, who cannot really go into the public school, or their parents are too busy to look after them, so they're being sent to the boarding school. So actually boarding school at that time was a place for the problematic student, but now it's a different game.
Were you problematic?
So at that time I was problematic, that the public school doesn't accept me. So that's why I went to Yingchai as a boarding school.
That's their loss, right?
Yeah, but even then, I felt like the place I still felt like it is not for me. But then when I came to UK and start the foundations, and the first time experience what the contemporary art can be, how liberated it could be, it really, really opened my eyes. I was like a girl who came from a small town and suddenly into, the stage of the center of the whole world. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, so that was a big change for me. Yeah, and can you believe that before that I never used Google, I never used Facebook, I never used YouTube. I still now don't use Twitter, so very different. Yeah, completely different.
But you survived. Hey, here you are today.
Yeah,
talking to me.
Yeah.
It's clear you have a passion for new challenges and an ability to learn quickly. After a successful year running Plinch, your startup.
I wouldn't say I was successful, because that stuff didn't work out.
Okay, after a year, let's say,
Yeah.
running Flinch, which
Yeah.
is your bespoke art rental service,
Yes.
late 2020 saw you undertake a new challenge.
Mhm.
You completed a short, immersive user experience course,
Yeah.
and by summer 2021,
Yeah.
you had a full-time job at
Yeah.
Pink Squid,
Yeah.
as a full-time user experience
Yeah.
and user interface designer.
Yeah.
A big step from the fine art world, for sure. Why did you make this change?
You mean the startup to the UX?
Yeah, what inspired you to take this course and become a UX designer?
Yeah, so the reason why I become a UX designer is mostly because my startup didn't work out. But I felt like I already start this like commercial path, and I kind of into how tech work, how the commercial world work.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, okay, to carry on that path, probably it's best for me to work for other corporate to learn how other people run a successful business, to gain some insight through working.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I quickly trained myself as a UX UI designer. Yeah.
How is that going?
UX UI.
Yeah.
I made friends from UX through UX UI, but I don't do it anymore. But I personally think I was quite good at UX UI because I get the job straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think that's my goal in my life.
Did you miss art?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I think all that experience goes through the commercial. It's very important actually now look back. Because like when I just graduated from Chelsea, I was like wondering what else I can do in this whole world, right? Because like anytime before that point, all I have been immersed with is just art. I never had the chance to try other sectors in the society. So I felt like I will only lived through art bubbles. So I had a lot of curiosity about what else I can do.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went through the startup, I worked for the corporate. All that experience gave me the commitment that I have right now about art, to understand what is my value of my life and what I really want to commit it to. So yeah, I think my passion about art is always there, but the difference is when I just graduated, I don't have this level of commitment. But after all like 2 years experience trying to work, try the entrepreneurship allows me to have this commitment about my practice. Yeah.
So it was very valuable then in the long run.
Yeah, but nothing like, as an outcome, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, for sure.
The startup didn't work out.
You still did it?
I did it. That was good. And also the job. It was a job.
It pays the bills, right?
It pays the bill, pay me well, but yeah. But yeah, I think the commitment is what I got from the 2 years experience. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump into the next track now.
Okay.
So before we heard Slow Jamz
Uh-huh.
by Kanye
Uh-huh.
and some other people. Why did you pick that one?
Well, because I just watched Kanye's documentary. I'm just like fall in love with that album once again, so kind of trendy, yeah.
And then the next track we're gonna hear is Metallic. Taste.
I don't know who that's from, but like it just appeared in my playlist. Fucking love it. So good.
You said you're obsessed.
I'm obsessed. I listen to that song almost like every night when I go back home.
10, 20, radio.